This week on The Dish, we are celebrating Juneteenth with Chef Camari Mick, who caught the attention of the owners of the Musket Room in 2020 after discovering her desserts on Instagram, no less. And just recently, she landed on the Forbes 30 Under 30 Food and Drink Changemaker list. Now, the executive pastry chef of the Michelin-starred restaurant is forging the path for the next generation of Black chefs. Why north of Little Italy?
Well, Musket Room really chose me.
And for pastry chef Camari Mick,
can I have some blue bowls, please?
Yes. That's a privilege. Dubbed by Michelin as NYC's dessert doyenne, she's always defined sweets as her obsession. What's your ethos in the kitchen?
I lead with love. If you cook with hatred or you cook with attitude or, just mad, your food's not gonna be good. You can taste the love, you can taste the care. When you are putting your whole being into it, you're going to have a great final product.
The Musket Room seems to be a perfect fit for a chef who considers dessert the main course. So we dived right in with her take on a New York-style cheesecake.
So we have fresh mango, a mango chutney on the side with a
Oh my gosh, what is that?
That's tahini. So smoky, spicy, a little bit of lime, salt, everything that you kind of want on a spring day.
Mick's first experience wasn't in fine dining. She got her start in her mother's kitchen.
I wanted to learn how to create my own pastries because it just always how did people do that? How did you make that? So we started off with cake boxes, but then it rolled into me looking up recipes online. And I'm like, okay, so Mom, let's try this. So this is how my mom and I started bonding a little bit more.
And not long after, her mind was made up. I mean, I really found this a little hard to believe that you were applying for culinary school in grade school?
Yes. I needed to know the future. I needed to know what it was like. They would call my mom.
They called you back?
They would call. Hello, this is, we are calling from Le Cordon Bleu, and it is, we were interested in Kamari coming to school. You're like, yes. Yes, and my mom's like, she is 8 years old. Take us off the calling list.
Can I have a tasting spoon, please?
After toying with the idea of forensic science, her parents convinced her otherwise.
I sat with them and they were like, why? Why would you do that? You clearly have a passion for something, and it's one thing that people are always going to do is eat. I would not have the career that I have without my parents, and I am so grateful for them for that.
A career that took her to some of the country's best-known kitchens and chefs, Danielle Boulud and Eric Repair.
All of my experience in fine dining kitchens pushed me to become a chef that I wish I had, in a sense of, you're representing the whole entirety of the Black community because you're one of two there, which puts a lot of pressure on one person.
And it was those experiences that led her to establish her own path. What are you doing?
I am setting a foam. This is very new dessert.
With creations like this cocoa nib semi-Fredo made with a liquid shortbread.
We bake, blend it up with a little bit of oil, and then dip the semi-Fredo in there so it makes a harder shell on the outside. Ooh, I love that crunch. And then on top here, so that's sweet and salty, we have a caramel soy sauce ice cream.
You heard that right. Soy sauce ice cream. You pour so many flavors, one on top of another. The layering is incredible.
Thank you. Nothing should be one note. You can't have a musical with one note.
Can you cut this for me, please?
And the music continues with another Chef Mick creation.
What we have here is a smoked vanilla ice cream base folded in with that nice chili crisp, and then a Szechuan honey cookie.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. You get that umami flavor, and you let it set in for a little bit, and the heat starts to come through.
I taste smoke. Mm-hmm. No heat yet.
No heat yet? Just wait.
There's the heat.
There's the heat.
She shares the heat in the kitchen with executive chef Mary Attia, who handles the entrees. So 2 restaurants half a block apart. Mick has been delighting customers' taste buds for years at Ralph's Bistro down the block. Wow. Where she puts her twist on classic treats. It's all about really you experimenting.
Yes, that's my playground, but this is our classroom, essentially. You know, we're doing all the traditional pastries. We have our cannelé, where you have the nice caramelized crust on the outside, and then we have custard in the middle.
While her cooking may follow some traditions, she finds guiding the next generation of chefs essential.
I think as a Black woman in fine dining, being able to put what my ancestors ate on a plate at a 1 Michelin star restaurant it's kind of important. It's important work, and I'm glad that I am a part of it, and I'm glad that I'm almost leading it.
As we celebrate Juneteenth, we finish off with a Musket Room classic.
This is a mezcal milk punch.
Milk?
Yes. So we put it through a clarification process. You see this pinkish hue. They take the chamoy and they include that into their process of making the milk punch. So,
Cheers.
cheers.
Here's to Juneteenth. Now
and
forever. Jinx. She's incredible. Her desserts are over the moon. I mean, the assortment of croissants.
Look at this.
You know, I just got back from Paris. I mean, I'm not like bragging. or anything. But these
it's like,
taste as good as any that I've had when I was there last week. And then she has this incredible cherry tart. She has EVOO cake. It's like a pound cake, just.
And we're not allowed to touch it. The desserts have gotten so good, we just have to look at it like a museum.
And that's zucchini bread. I mean, they call it actually asparagus. It's a croissant with almond. Well, it's an asparagus. It's not zucchini.
I love how she combines savory and
I know.
sweet.
She brings both, and she has like a French onion croissant as well. It's incredible.
The Szechuan honey cookie looked really cool too.
It was really tasty too.
And the foam setting that she put on one of those, awesome.
8 years old when she reached out to sign up for culinary school.
Hey, she knew.
Paid off.
Nice.
She knew.
All right.
The Dish is sponsored by Oceana Cruises. Your world, your way.